Good morning, student. We are in the chapter that is excretory product and their elimination. In this chapter, in my previous class, you understand the step of the urine formation. That is first step of urine formation. That one is filtration. Now we are in the position to understand the second step of the urine formation, that is reabsorption, and the third step of the urine formation, that is secretion. So let's start from the reabsorption. So my dear student, here you are observing that this one is the nephron and this one is the tubular part of the nephron. Nephron is divided into two parts. The first part is known as the glomerulus part, and one pipe arises from the Bowman's capsule. This whole pipe is known as the tubular part. In this tubular part, some essential nutrient absorbed from the tubular part, and this process is known as reabsorption. So I am writing it. Essential nutrient absorbed from tubular part of nephron, and this process is known as reabsorption. My dear student, here you can see the tubular part. So first one is the PCT. Now filtrate is flowing and coming to this PCT. Here in the case of the PCT, nutrient and then water and then electrolyte absorb. That is the first thing. After that, again the filtrate flow to this Henle loop, as this Henle loop help in only osmoregulation, and this Henle loop will contain two type of pipe. One is known as ascending limb and the second one is known as descending limb. Now this descending limb, my dear student, is permeable to water. When it is permeable to water, then the water absorbed. Here the water will be absorbed and the water will become concentrated. So water concentrated here. After that, when it move to the ascending limb, then here it is permeable to ion. When ion is absorbed, here the ion absorbed, then water again become diluted. Now this filtrate move to the DCT. In the DCT area, the sodium ion and bicarbonate and water reabsorbed here. After that, this move to the collecting duct. In the collecting duct, again the water reabsorbed, and because of this water reabsorbed, again it will become concentrated, and this concentrated water be out from this nephron. So this whole about the reabsorption process. Again, my dear student, again I am repeating whole thing, that reabsorption means absorption of essential nutrient by the tubular part of the nephron. Here you are observing that this one is the tubular part of the nephron. So first in the PCT, nutrient, water and electrolyte absorbed. In the case of the Henle loop, only osmoregulation occurs. In the descending limb, it is permeable to water, so water reabsorbed and it will become concentrated. Now in the ascending limb, this one is your ascending limb. So in the ascending limb, it is permeable to ion. Again the water become diluted. Then it move to the DCT area. DCT, sodium ion, bicarbonate ion and water will be reabsorbed by the tubular part of the nephron. Then it moved to, from here it moved to this part. This part is known as, my dear student, collecting duct. In the collecting duct, again water will be absorbed and this urine become concentrated. Water absorbed, then the urine concentrated, and then it passed from the nephron part. So this whole about the reabsorption process. Now we are moving to the secretion process. I am rubbing this first. Now my dear student, we are in the position to discuss about the secretion part. As some essential nutrient absorbed by the tubular part, same way some harmful chemical that is present in the tubular part that will be again moved to the filtrate, and this process is known as secretion. So I am writing this thing here. Secretion means harmful substance from tubular part to filtrate. It means that the harmful part join the filtrate and it will be excreted out from the body. Now see, in the tubular part, the first one is the PCT. So here H plus, hydrogen ion, potassium ion and ammonia will be secreted. That is the first thing in the PCT and added to the filtrate. Now it moving to the Henle loop. Henle loop, only the ionic or the osmoregulation balance will occur. After that it move to the DCT. In the DCT again the H plus, K plus NH3 ion secreted. And my dear student, now it moved to the collecting duct. In the collecting duct, my dear student, only H plus and K plus ion secreted and added to the filtrate. So this whole about the secretion process. Again my dear student, I am doing the revision of that thing, repeating of that thing, so that you understand it. Secretion means harmful substance from the tubular part to filtrate, join the filtrate. That is known as secretion. In the PCT, sodium ion, in the case of the PCT, my dear student, hydrogen ion, potassium ion and the ammonia will be added to the filtrate. Second, Henle loop. Henle loop is only responsible for the ionic balance. So the filtrate will move to the DCT. In the DCT also, hydrogen ion, potassium ion and ammonia again secreted. And then it moved to the collecting duct. Collecting duct, again hydrogen ion and potassium ion, that will be again secreted and then it join the filtrate and then is excreted out from the body. It remove out from the body. This whole process is known as secretion. My dear student, I hope that you understand the process. Now you have to know about two things here. So first thing, that the essential element means nutrient, water, electrolyte, bicarbonate ion, this sodium ion, this all absorbed by the active process. process means by using the energy. That is the first point you have to understand. Sometimes the question will come that the essential elements such as sodium ion, bicarbonate ion, water, electrolyte, that this whole will be absorbed by the active process. And my dear student, only one thing you have to remember, that the water, this whole essential element will be absorbed by the active process, but water is absorbed by the passive process. Water by passive process, not by the active process. Means without energy. And one more thing, my dear student, that you have to know that the harmful chemical secreted by the help of the passive process. Without expenditure of energy. Again, I am doing the revision, mean repeating that the essential element will be absorbed by the active process, that is by using the energy. Second, only exception is water. Water is by passive process, means no expenditure of energy. Plus harmful chemical that is secreted, that also by the passive process. Hope my dear student you understand the whole process of the urine formation, and I hope you all are doing good. Concentrate on your study and avoid yourself from your friend, isolate yourself from your friend and study well, because your examination is coming. Bye bye student, take care.